Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here, and thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what Spirit has for you. I have set that intention with my guides and my deck. So we're going to pull from the tarot, and I did bring out an oracle deck as well to kind of get some additional messages. We'll pull those at the end and wrap everything up. So let's get into the tarot and see what message Spirit has for you. Ace of Cups on the bottom, a new emotional beginning. Interesting. All right. So be sure and like the video, leave a comment if you feel called, and definitely subscribe if you like the messages. All of that activity really helps to grow my channel, but it also pushes the messages out there so that other people can get them as well. So thank you for doing that. All right. So again, we had that Ace of Cups on the bottom. This is about a new emotional beginning. This is a gift, right? All the aces are gifts from Spirit, and it is about a new beginning. And the Ace of Cups is emotions. Cups are your emotions. So this could be a new relationship coming in. This could just be, your intuition kind of overflowing here. I always think of like the cup overflowing, and also like filling your own cup here. But definitely an emotional beginning coming in. Let's see. So the situation is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. So you could be dealing with a fire sign. You don't have to be. The King of Wands is like that entrepreneur energy. He is charismatic, charming, very good leader. He has the ability to see things from the bigger picture, right? That bird's eye view. He can really kind of look at things in the future and bring everything together. And he has those leadership skills in order to bring all of that in. So this could be you, or you could be dealing with the King of Wands. The blockage is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is fated. It is divine timing, right? So this is like cycles. I think of the Wheel of Fortune as things starting to turn in your favor and like your good karma coming in here and going through cycles in life, right? We all go through these cycles. And I feel like once you get to that Wheel of Fortune, it is like everything's starting to turn in your favor. The cycle is changing and things are starting to turn for you. So as a blockage, I feel like maybe you're trying to rush things and really needing to focus on the divine timing of things here, right? Don't try to rush anything, like, especially if this is like entrepreneur energy, or if it's a relationship that you're trying to rush. Definitely don't want to rush any type of relationship. You want things to kind of play out the way that they need to. And this is in reference to this Judgment card here. So Judgment is about a spiritual awakening. It is like this reckoning, right? This whole rebirth energy. And the Judgment is, this archangel here looking down at these people that are literally awakening from their graves. So I feel like you are probably going through some kind of rebirth, or this could be a reconciliation. If this is a love reading for you, you take it how it resonates for you, because it is a general reading. But the energy is blocked in some way here with this Wheel of Fortune being blocked, either a rebirth or some kind of like you stepping into this energy is being blocked right now because you're needing to kind of leave the past behind, right? Does that make sense? You can't really step into a leadership energy when you're not leaving the past behind. And I feel like that's because you are juggling too much. So in the recent past, we have the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles is about balance. It's about balancing finances, but it's also about, work-life balance, trying to juggle too much. This person has two pentacles and they are kind of juggling things here. So you could be taking on a lot. And it's kind of like you're not really able to move forward right now because you're stuck in some kind of limbo, right? Like you're kind of juggling things. Again, you're not moving forward. And I think that could be because you're going through some type of rebirth here, some type of an awakening moment. And you may actually feel kind of stuck. That is a very stuck feeling energy when things are not moving forward. Like Wheel of Fortune is the blockage, and this Two of Pentacles, you could just be juggling a lot of things, right? Like you're in a rebirth, in a awakening, like you're trying to juggle work-life balance, you're trying to juggle your family, you're trying to hold on to everything, but at some point you're going to have to make a decision, right? So the Two of Pentacles is about balance, but it's also about you need to make a decision here. So you're eventually going to have to choose what it is that you want to do, right? And this could be in business, this could be in love. Again, it's a general reading, so you take it how it resonates for you. Your higher self or subconscious, we have the Queen of Swords. So this is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You could be dealing with an air sign. This could just be you being more, she is very open, but she also has that sword, right? So she has boundaries, but she's open to communication, right? So this card is about getting clarity, communicating clearly, like your wants and needs, whether this is a relationship or, with others. This is about really having the clarity and the right mindset, using head over heart and cutting things out that don't serve you, right? And again, with this decision, this is like gaining that clarity and figuring out what it is you need to cut out in order to move forward. So in the near future, we have the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is a new passionate beginning. This is some kind of new adventure, could be like a new job, new life, right? New relationship, whatever this is for you. The Ace of Wands is like that fiery, passionate energy. Again, you have the King of Wands here, and now you have the Ace of Wands. Those wands are all about that fire energy, that passion, that that zest for life type of energy. So this is some kind of new adventure or new beginning here. And then you did have the Ace of Cups on the bottom, so it's going to be very passionate and very emotional. So this could be a relationship that is coming in for you, or a relationship that is ending. So your feelings, we have the Magician, and the Magician is that master manifester. It is taking some kind of inspired action here and really going after things. So the Magician he has everything that he needs, right? Air, earth, fire, water. He's got the pentacles, the wands, the swords, the cups. He has everything that he needs in order to make the life that he wants. And he is the master manifester. So I feel like this is you really manifesting the things that you want, creating your reality, taking those steps that you need in order to go through this rebirth, go through this whole new beginning here, right? With this Judgment card. So you probably could just be feeling stuck because things aren't happening as fast as you would like them to, right? And that is because you're needing to make some type of choice. Maybe you need to leave a job behind in order to move forward and take this new passionate beginning. Maybe you need to leave friends, family, love partners, whatever it is for you. You're definitely manifesting something in here. So in your environment, the influence here is the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is nostalgia. It is memories. It is, like childhood. So this could be, again, you have all of these memories, this nostalgia, and needing to leave the past behind in order to get unstuck from whatever the situation is for you. And, the Six of Cups it does have these two children. So this could have to do with family. This could have something that dates back to your childhood, needing to release things from childhood, maybe some kind of trauma, or needing to, really heal from things that happened in childhood. But this has a lot to do with the nostalgia and the memories and the past. And with this Judgment, it is all about leaving the past behind in order to take these two new beginnings, because you do have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands here. So in your hopes and fears, we have the King of Swords. So this is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Queen of Swords here and the King of Swords here. So you could be balancing your masculine and feminine, or you could be wanting soulmate energy here, right? Like a divine counterpart. So with your hopes and fears, the King of Swords is, he is head over heart. Like he is very honest, very forthright. He is, just that really good leader, but he also has a lot of clarity and communicates, right? So I feel like you could be fearing, like, this could be like the negative side of this could be like cold energy, or like kind of closed off, not communicating type of energy. So that could be a fear of yours. But I feel like you're hoping to gain some kind of clarity here, or you could be hoping for, this King of Swords. The overall outcome is the moon. So the moon is things coming to light. It is, that deep inner knowing, like you trusting your intuition, and overcoming like underlying fears. So I feel like this could really be you overcoming some type of fear here with this rebirth, this judgment energy, and getting unstuck, making some sort of decision to move forward into these new beginnings and manifesting the life that you want. And that's not always easy, right? With this judgment in the Six of Cups, it's making me think that you are going to have to leave people behind. And that really has you in this, thinking of the past, what could have been. And that could be, again, family, it could be love, whatever it is for you. But this moon is really about those underlying fears and embracing those fears and trusting your intuition to move into this new phase in life, right? Because you have this whole new rebirth here with this Judgment card. So let me see. What do they not see coming here, spirits? Wow. You've got 3 aces here. So that's pretty amazing. Like this is like whole new beginning. So there was a painful ending, right? So like you've been through a lot here. That 10 of Swords energy is really heavy energy. And it's manipulation, it is lies, it is deceit. So you've definitely ended some kind of tough cycle here, right? And that could, again, be in relationships, it could be in business, whatever that is for you, but it is an ending nonetheless. And with that comes 3 aces here, right? So then we have the Chariot. So there is forward movement, there is this victory. The Chariot is, again, that inspired action, like the Magician. It is taking control of situations, taking control of your life, and really plowing through obstacles and moving forward here. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is, again, a gift from the divine. And this is a stable new beginning. This is, the job you want. This is tangible. Pentacles are that earth energy. It is all about our earthly possessions. So there is definitely some kind of new life coming in here for you. And you did have the Judgment, which is like rebirth, whole new life, new beginning, and seeing things completely differently and moving into a new way of life here. So this could be, with, again, love. This could be in business. This could just be a spiritual awakening that you're going through and really kind of stepping into this more leadership type of energy. What is the advice for Taurus? So you have the King of Cups, the World, and the Fool. Yeah, I feel like this is you needing to complete some sort of cycle here, this rebirth, this awakening. With the King of Cups, it is about emotions. And you do have 3 kings here, whether you're male or female. So you do have the King of Wands, King of Swords, King of Cups. The only king you don't have is the King of Pentacles, which is about wealth and stability. But you do have the Ace of Pentacles here. So I feel like this could be you starting to build more stability, right? So this could be in your career. This could be with spiritual awakening, like spiritual practice, building something more stable here and working towards that King of Pentacles energy. But with the King of Cups, it's about emotional balance, right? So you had that Queen and King of Swords, which is like balancing your head over heart and balancing the masculine and feminine energy. And King of Cups is like deep emotions. So really emotionally balancing here, really tapping into your, that feminine energy of masculine, which again, doesn't matter if you're male or female, but this is the feminine king. He is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It doesn't have to be, but the King of Cups is very emotionally balanced, has that emotional intelligence. And then we have the World, which is about closing some kind of cycle. This could have been a very emotional cycle. Again, it could have been a relationship. But the World is all about completing cycles and some kind of fulfillment here. And with that Judgment card, that is some kind of rebirth or some kind of new beginning here. and the world is ending that cycle. And then you have the Fool. And I love when the World and the Fool come out, because the World is the end of the major arcana and the Fool is the beginning of the major arcana. So again, you have this Fool, like embracing this new beginning, really kind of just going all in here, right? So you have these three aces in your reading, and then you have the Fool, which again is a new beginning. So Spirit is handing you these three aces, these gifts, and the Fool really kind of just takes this gift and goes with it, right? He is just on the edge of this cliff, carefree, really jumping in and trusting the divine here. So I feel like that's your advice from Spirit, is to really kind of end some kind of maybe emotional cycle here, or really tap into that emotional balance and close things out, have this fulfillment, this victory, and understand that this new beginning is a gift from Spirit, and go all in with this energy, right? That Fool energy. Really embrace this new beginning here, because you've got three aces and the Fool. So this is a completely new life for you, completely new way of doing things. And that could even just be a mindset, right? So what more advice do you have for Taurus, Spirit? And I just feel like things have been delayed because you needed to, end things and leave things behind. Like leave the past behind and go into this new beginning, right? And again, it's going to be different for each of you. Maybe you needed to leave people behind. This is kind of like you stepping into this King of Wands energy, this leadership energy, this entrepreneur energy, but things were delayed because you were too focused on the past. You had the Six of Cups here, which is still in your energy, right? So maybe you're worried about family members, what they'll think about this new beginning, this new life for you. Or maybe you're thinking about, a loved one from the past. I can't move on from this love partner because, it won't be as good as I think it will. There are underlying fears here, right? But Spirit is telling you that everything's going to be okay. This is a new beginning. Things are moving forward, and you just need to embrace this. And again, with that Fool, that just have that blind faith that Spirit will work everything out for you. So you got the card Honor Yourself. Recognize the hard work you've put in to get where you are today. Instead of thinking how far you still have to go, remind yourself of all that you've accomplished and be proud. Love that. That's such a great idea. Such great advice. Bring balance. You're putting too much energy into something, creating lack somewhere else. Take action now to correct the situation or risk further imbalance, which could lead to undesired results. Yeah, that Two of Pentacles. There was this balancing and needing to make a decision. But I definitely feel like you're getting clarity, because that is in your higher subconscious here, that Queen of Swords. And there's that new beginning. So just remember to stay balanced, emotionally balanced. That King of Cups. And then you had the Queen and King of Swords. Balance that masculine, feminine energy. And then you have Courageous Heart. It takes courage to follow your heart, especially when the path is unknown. Your heart knows the way. Trust it and let it lead you to your true destiny. I love that. It's emotional, new beginning, and that Fool, like really trusting this, really, embracing these new beginnings and this rebirth that you're going through, this spiritual awakening. So I really love this for you. I think it's, you've probably been through a difficult time, maybe feeling stuck, but everything is going to start moving forward here. You're moving into this new cycle, this new abundance, very stable energy. So just don't let your fears get the better of you, right? Just stay balanced, head over heart, and you're going to be fine. So I hope that message helped, and I will see you next time. Bye.